Hello, happy Tea Tuesday. It's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I hope you're all ready for the big day with your turkeys or plant-based meats or whatever it is you're eating. And I hope you're having good plans with your families and friends. And so, what are you guys eating for Thanksgiving? Are you having a real turkey? Are you having plant-based meat? At my house, we're going to have both. My daughter is making the turkey, and we're all going to eat over here at my house. And she's going to bring the turkey, and I'm going to serve the plant-based meat for whoever wants it. But it's probably just me, although my one son, his girlfriend, she does like plant-based meats as well. So there'll be plenty for both of us, or whoever else wants to eat it. So this year for Thanksgiving, I've decided to keep things simple. I bought mashed potatoes at Costco, and I also bought mashed sweet potatoes at Costco. So I won't have to cook those. You just microwave them. I was going to make a whole from scratch Thanksgiving dinner, but my daughter said, Mom, why don't you just come with me to Costco? We'll see what they have, and you won't have so much work. So that sounded like a good plan to me. And we'll just serve on paper plates and just have a good time, because it used to be that when we had family gatherings, I had so much food. I mean, I could have fed a whole army with the food I used to make. And it just got to be too much, and too much of everything. So now I kind of want to enjoy my family and not have to do the dishes, because we'd have a big sit down dinner. It was beautiful, beautiful table with a tablescape and all that. So now I just make it buffet style, and everybody just takes what they want, and then we sit around, we laugh, we eat, and it's so much less stress. So if you're finding the holidays, whether it be Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas, to be really stressful, you might want to think about making things a little easier on yourself. And, there's nothing wrong with that. And I know families that, since the whole lockdown and all that, and everybody was sort of having grocery delivered to their house, I know a lot of families now, they buy, Bob Evans Thanksgiving dinner in a bag where everything is all put together, or other companies. And at Costco too, I was just looking around at, I like to look around and see what they have. And they had a kit that had half of a turkey. It was a small turkey, maybe this big, but it was enough to feed 3 or 4 people. And it was cooked. And it wasn't just the turkey, but it had the turkey on one side, and then it had the fixings on the other side. And it came in a package about this big. And if I recall, I think it was 20 some dollars. I'm sure it depended on the weight of the turkey. But I thought, that would be a great idea for just a couple, or, if you don't have a large family and you don't want to make a turkey. I thought the price was reasonable. Now, the mashed potatoes I bought, it was by the pound, but all the packages were pretty much the same price. And it was $10 for the mashed potatoes and $10 for the mashed sweet potatoes. And I know I could have made it a lot cheaper had I just bought the potatoes and the sweet potatoes. But, by the time you put your time into it, and, if you're not vegan, you have your butter and your milk. And, well, even if you are vegan, you just use plant-based products. But that all adds up too. So really, I guess you have to weigh your time, or, but anyway, I think it'll be nice. Last year we ordered our Thanksgiving dinner out. I think we got it from Bob Evans, and that was good. That was great. So, sometimes you have to splurge. You can't always be pinching pennies. So, and it's nice if everybody brings something, one person is going to bring a couple pies, other people are going to bring some hors d'oeuvres, and I'm just trying to keep it very simple because I'm in the process of rearranging and downsizing my house and, um, cleaning up piles of this and piles of that, which is a good motivation for me when I have company coming. It's like, oh, I got to get rid of this stuff. Otherwise, sometimes when you're retired, you just kind of, you do your way through through life. And I'm a good do-doer. So, and that's okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I hurried most of my life because I had to. I had a family to take care of, and now I'm really enjoying not doing that anymore. But even if you have a family, I think in today's world, we have so many expectations, not only from other people, but we put too many expectations on ourselves. So we don't have to be perfect, just think of it as, it's your family, it's your friends. They should be able to accept you as you are. And making less work, there's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, what are you guys having for tea? I'm having coffee, and our giant eagle, it's almost gone. Our giant eagle here has a fall pack of, I think it's 32 K-cups, and they have a pecan pie in there flavor, and oh, it's really good. So we've bought, 3 or 4 boxes of that, and it's only $9.99 for 32 K-cups. And like I said, most of the time I refill my own K-cups, but I treat myself to the store-bought ones too, and when I have company, I serve those because I have the Keurig, which was actually given to me. My ex-husband and his wife, they didn't like it, so a few years back they said, well, would you like this Keurig? And I said, sure, I'll take it. And because they're like over $100, so I've had that for a number of years. And this week, my garbage disposal died. I mean, totally dead. No CPR on that puppy. I turned it on and it was nothing, not even a little grunt. So I had to have that replaced, and I was kind of really surprised how much garbage disposals are. And this is not a Cadillac garbage disposal, it's just a regular garbage disposal. So that was $120. Fortunately, someone in the family is a plumber, so he came over and he put it in for me. But of course I gave him some money for it because he's been out of work off and on too. So I mean, if you have a repairman or somebody come from Home Depot and put it in, just for them to walk in the door is $75. So that happened, and then my refrigerator, the water filter started leaking. I noticed that when I put my cup under there, I'd have this puddle. At first I thought, did one of my dogs pee on the floor there? But it was too clear, it wasn't yellow. So that happened 2 or 3 times, and I thought, where's this water coming from? So then when I looked, I could see where, and it was a good sized puddle. So rather than, I could have said, yeah, you know what, I'm just not going to use the water filter and I'm not going to use the ice maker, but I like that feature on my refrigerator. So I bit the bullet, and fortunately he could fix it, but I did pay him for that too. Because like I said, you can't take advantage of people either. And if they're giving you a good deal, you have to reciprocate. So anyway, so that was my eventful week. Um, I'm glad I got those two things fixed. So, when you have a house, and I had this house built, and this is year number 19, so, things are going to start to go. Now, this is my second refrigerator since I've lived here. I've had two dishwashers, two microwaves, but knock on wood, I still have my original stove and oven. And, well, I could do without the oven for a while because my microwave is also an oven. And then I use my toaster oven for everything because, being a single person, and even if I make something for myself and my grandson, I don't need a big oven. So I save money that way. And plus that, I have an air fryer too. So between the air fryer and my toaster oven, which is, a good size one, it's not huge, but those are the two appliances I use the most. So, but I like the smaller appliances rather than the big ones. But anyway, that's my productive week. I haven't made too many videos because I'm trying to get things straightened up and put away, and I had to bring in all my tropical plants from outside. I got that done because now at night it's starting to go into the 20s and 30s here in Ohio. And, of course, being tropical, they're not cold hardy. So those were elephant ears and a bird of paradise. Now, the bird of paradise, I believe I got that at Lowe's, and it was like this big when I got it. It was really small, and it is huge. I mean, the leaves are like this big now. So I don't really want them as house plants, but I'd like to put them out again next year because, you spend good money on these things. So we'll see if they overwinter. I put them in a window, and it does look a little cluttered, but either that or I just have to let them go, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So anyway, what are you guys up to? Did you get your gardens done if you're a gardener? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you making everything from scratch? Are you buying a Thanksgiving dinner from a restaurant? Are you having a potluck? I love potlucks. Everybody brings something delicious to eat. I've already had gatherings where it was just hors d'oeuvres, a lot of hors d'oeuvres and beverages, and those were fun too. So those are just a few ideas of what you can do with your holidays if you don't want to, do all the cooking. Oh, and another thing I found at Costco, they have in the refrigerated section, they had vegan chocolate chip cookies. So of course I got excited by that, and I think it's a small package. It's not real big. It's pre-made dough, and I think it was $6.99. So I picked up one of those because I have a couple of those little dash cookers. I have the griddle, and I have the waffle maker, I think. Yeah, and somewhere I have a bigger mini pie maker that I've had for years. I mean, years. And I wanted to make like one chocolate chip cookie at a time and just have it nice and warm and fresh with a cup of coffee. That would be delicious. So I'll let you know how those turn out and if they're good. But I was excited to see that. All right, I'm going to quit blabbing on this Tea Tuesday. It's actually Monday, but by the time I post this, it'll be Tea Tuesday. And I hope you're all well. Yep, that's all I have. All right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. And, taking care of yourself is important because you have to do that in order to take care of other people. So God bless you. I love you guys. and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.